are on to step number C5. Fairly simple step. I've gotten our parts out that we're going to need here, and we will get rocking and rolling on it. The only thing that we are minus is our motor. So let's go ahead and open our motor up. We've got a Tekin Redline here, which is the Pro 4 HD motor. Very nice motor, heavy. So we are going to install the motor mount, which is this metal unit, onto our motor. I'm going to follow the directions here and point my wire connections straight up in the air. We may come back and revisit that depending on how our wiring and our setup looks, but we're just going to go ahead and install this for the video. And the motor mount holes are going to line up with the holes in the motor. Provided are the screws. Hey, it actually fits into the driver. Look at that. I'm going to use a little Loctite on there. And again, we are going to take a look at the mount and the motor. With the mount, we want the screw hole to be up in the air. And just by looking at the directions, for now, we might want to change the angle of the motor to clean up wiring or avoid anything. But right now, we're just going to mount it straight up and down. The motor screw in. There's one. Hotel California. Come on. I don't really want to put a lot on there, just a little bit. Now, shown in the directions is a pinion gear. I've not chosen a pinion to use on here yet because I don't really know what the conditions are on the track I'm going to, so I'm going to save that. And the second reason I'm not going to put the pinion on right at this time is because once the entire vehicle is put together, I want to make sure that everything rolls freely. If we have the pinion hooked up and meshed to the spur gear, it's not going to roll freely, and we just want to make sure that there's no binding going on. So we have this lined up. Now this is a very nice little system. It's going to slide right into the mount here. Get a little bit of a close-up here. You can see. Basically it slides in and out of the mount, and that's going to be able to adjust your mesh depending on what size pinion you're using. And it is held in place with a screw from the top. There's a little washer that goes on the screw. I'm not going to put any Loctite on this for now because I'm going to be revisiting this when I put my pinion on. But we're going to insert the screw in and screw it in. Pretty straightforward. Just like that. That's how it's going to look. Okay. Off to the next directions. Alright, now we are on to C6. Pretty straightforward. We're going to mount the center diff and motor to the chassis. Uses 4 bolts in the bottom. 2 are into plastic and 2 are into metal. Metal to metal, we're going to use some Loctite. So, now we need to figure out where this is going to mount up. Looks like it's mounting up here, according to the directions. So we have made a little mistake that we're going to have to rectify. And that is when we put the front clip in, we put the Move this up into the camera a little better. We put the drive shaft off to the right side, and it should have been off to the left, so it can fit into the dip cup. So, going to loosen up this screw here and move it over. Another one of these screws that doesn't fit the screwdriver. Okay, got that. We're very simply just going to swap sides here and put this back on. There we go. Now you can see it goes off to this side. Move this out of the way. This is going to set right in here. And you need to make sure that your drive shaft is inserted into the cup. And we are going to turn it upside down. And the front two holes are plastic, so we don't need Loctite. A little hard to hold this in there. Okay, sorry about that. False start. We're growing out of our frame on our camera here. So we'll back that up a little bit. Where did our wrench go? There we go. Put that little puppy in there. We're going to take our motor and line it up under here and screw it in. Am I using the wrong wrench again? Boy, we are off to some false starts here on this one, gentlemen. Ladies, whoever. No wonder. It's one of these ones that doesn't want to fit in there again. Okay, so now we are going to grab our motor mount and we are going to line it up underneath here and screw the first screw in. Yay! We are on track here. And before I get carried away, let's make sure that our drive shaft is inserted into the cup. Come on, there we go. And we will finish tightening. Damn it. Between the wrench not wanting to fit and keep coming out, and me trying to keep this thing into the picture camera frame, we're just not doing very well here, gentlemen. Okay, so we're okay there. Let's put another screw on here, see if this one fits. Our wrench. Gotta pound that head in there so it fits. Not good. Okay, this one we're going to put into the back, so it's going to have a little bit of Loctite on it. Alright, now it's held into place and we can do a little better here. Alright, we got one of the back screws in. This is silly. Just silly. These screws are something else. Not good. Get this into the head of the screw so we can tighten this one down. You know, and again on this, I've been through 4 different tool sets. We tried a FastEddy tool set, and it wouldn't fit properly. We tried a Thorpe tool set, which I have, and it wouldn't fit properly. And I tried a Losi tool set, which did not fit properly. And the only ones here that I can actually even get in, and I hate to even say it, is a set of Integy tools. And for some reason, I guess because they're such shitty quality, that they actually work in these screws a little bit. But they're still, they go into the holes. The other tool sets wouldn't even go into the holes on the screws. So, Losi, please, revisit your screw selection and vendor on this. Alright. We now have all 4 screws in. And this is how it looks. Again, we're going to make sure that everything rolls freely. Ooh, you see something wrong there? I see something wrong. I'm going to zoom in here and you tell me if you see it. Are you ready? I'm going to spin the front wheels. See something there? I see a bent dog bone. Or center shaft. Look at that. We are going to have to contact Losi or Horizon and have them send us another one because we can't have that. You know, so I can understand it being just a little bit out, but that's pretty far out. And I'm looking at the other parts all the way up here to all the way back here, and it's definitely the shaft that's bent. So we're going to go ahead and finish the build, of course, but we're going to contact Horizon, which is usually very good about getting parts out. So you may want to double check yours to see if it is the same way. Come on. Alright. So, we have now completed the C bag. And it is time to move on to the next step, which is D. So get out your D bag. That sounds great, you D bag. Get the D bag, and we'll get rolling on the next one.